YouTube, I'm I'm watching The Librarian: The Quest for the Spear. I've never seen it before. Can you come back later? Fine. It's just getting good. I'll talk about this. This is part of the other part of my Christmas. I got more dice. I got, if I can show this, I got a custom-made 8-sided die earring, which I'm very excited about. I'm not a dangly earring kind of person. If this thing will lay down the way I want it to. I'm not a dangly earring kind of person, but you can't find small ones out there for that kind of stuff. Is there anything else I got in there? I did get Hickory Farms stuff, and I don't know if this is gonna last long enough to go into my kit. I got some sour candies that are gone, and I got this, which I've already used, and it's awesome, but it's damaged now. I wanted this specifically because it was a copper bottom mess kit. Copper helps to distribute heat better, and while washing it with a normal brush, it damaged the copper a little bit, which kind of peeves me, but I don't really care. It's gonna get blackened from the stuff that I'm going to do. So in this mess kit, I've got an eating plate, which can be used as a fry pan. I've got a fry pan, which I've already used to fry up some summer sausage, which was absolutely awesome, in some rice. And I use this little bush pot, I don't know if you could call it a bush pot, honestly, to cook up some rice. And it does need another once over in the kitchen. It needs some cleaning. But I like the way it hangs. It hangs fairly straight, and I plan to hang that over a fire sometime down the road to make some biscuits if I can with this. I don't know if I'll be able to do it that way. I'm hoping so, but yeah. A while back, a good friend of mine got me this Primus tri-season season shaker, and inside it I have garlic salt and I have seasoned salt, and I need to add normal table salt for taste. These are for cooking with, this is for taste, and I have to work that out. But for Christmas, I got this black one, and in here I have pepper and I have cayenne pepper or red pepper for spiciness, and I need to add something else. I just haven't figured out what else I'm gonna put in there, but it has to be fine like these two, otherwise there isn't really a point. And these are my seasoners, and I'm really happy with this, even though it's a little damaged, because it's not gonna fall apart on me. I've dented the pan a little bit. I can beat up on these a little bit, and they're not gonna fall apart on me. I really like the pan. However, I think the pan is designed for um, a what are those things called? a butane burner or something like that, as opposed to a campfire, because this little notch sits a little bit lower than the rest of the pan. I don't know if you can hear me because I just put something in front of my face. In front of my face, so I don't know if you'll be able to hear that. This fries stuff up really, really well. I'm very pleased with it. The pan does look burnt, but I'm not worried about that. Though the thing that I am worried about is oil. How am I going to carry oil for this, for my knives and axe, and whatever else is going to need oil for upkeep? How am I going to carry oil for upkeep and for frying? And pretty much my decision has been that I'm going to carry vegetable oil in a 32-ounce, essentially, flask for drinking. I'm going to carry 32 ounces of vegetable oil in there, which should be more than enough for cooking and maintenance. That I can't find a 50-ouncer. So here's the challenge. Okay, here's the challenge. This is self-purposed. There is not a competition going on or anything like that. You're not gonna earn some reward from this, but this is the challenge: to bake biscuits and to make sausage gravy in the wild, without, you have to take the flour. You can't make sausage in field, so you have to bring the sausage with you. And what would work taking out in the field and making sausage gravy with? Because honestly, at this particular juncture, I don't know. I really don't know. Summer sausage produces enough oil, but how do you take milk with you in order to effect sausage gravy? And if you can't take milk with you, how will water impact the flavor profile? And that is the challenge. I look forward to your input and to your advice. I look forward to seeing response videos to this video of you achieving your version of this subject matter. What I very much like about this Canteen cook set is that it all goes inside one another. My seasoners go in there. There's a lot of room left over for other things. I don't know what else I'm going to put in there. I could probably fit this sausage in there, even though it's in a Ziploc. I could probably, and still, that's only half the pan. And I don't know what else I'm going to put in there, but there's still a lot of room left in there for me to add stuff in. I don't know, I would either take some rice or I would take some flour just inside here, something very quick, something very easy. And the other question is could you take powdered milk for sausage gravy? And when could you do that, and how would you do that? Or would you take condensed unsweetened milk to affect the gravy? How would you go about that? And that is my curiosity. But oh, now it's having trouble closing. That's fine. That's fine. It's the handle. When the handle, if I can show you, when the handle goes up like that, it lifts the lid, and only by applying the other half of the equation and locking it down does it stay secure. But the other part that I like is the little blue bag that it comes with. I don't like the material that it's made of, but I like that I have something so that if this comes loose, this is still held together. You know, might rattle a little bit, but it's still being held together. I would have preferred net to come with this stainless system, but what are you gonna do? By the way, I did not state, this was given to me by my father for Christmas. I was very, very pleased with that, along with some sour candy, which is gone, and an Amazon gift card, which I applied towards my birthday, and I'll show you what's in that stuff. I like this because of how small it is. This will feed me, and basically me. What I do not know yet how to do is how to carry liquid flavorants for food like teriyaki or Worcestershire or barbecue sauce. How do I accomplish that and it be preserved in something like this, about that same size is what I'm thinking, because otherwise we're getting out of control here. But I'm still piecing together my kit. I'm still I don't have a lot of money to spend on certain things, and I am trying to piece together a kit that works for me. And let me kind of put it to you how little money I have in my back ass pocket. I have less money than would be required to buy the kit for the basic class that was demonstrated in the video. Why am I stumbling? Coordinated with the basic class for the Pathfinder school. You go to the Pathfinder school and you click on the basic course, and there is like a video there that tells you the basic equipment that you can get and how much that basic equipment would cost. I don't even have that. That's how little money I have. Now, am I begging? No. Begging does not work for me. I've tried it a few times, and it does nothing more than peeve me, as it may some of you out there. I don't abide by begging. Begging is weakness, as far as I am concerned. You can do a lot of things out there in the world, and some of them aren't very good, but I won't beg. It won't happen. So, I am still on the hunt for the cord to my handheld camcorder, or whatever the hell it's called. And as soon as I get it, I'm going to do several back-to-back videos. Because here very soon I'm going to get the ferrocerium rod that goes in this kit. I'm going to get the lens that goes in this kit, which I forgot to talk about in the last video. I'm going to get a fire ignition 6-power lens to go in this kit. I don't know how I'm going to protect that lens, but it's going in this kit. I'm getting a ferrocerium rod, and somewhere down the road, I'm gonna get a Bic lighter, and I'm gonna put it in a balloon, and I'm gonna tie it off, and I'm gonna put it in there for a bad day, on an emergency basis. Other than that, I don't know what else to put in my kit. I don't want to put any like Surefire or Mini Inferno or anything like that. I think with the tools that I will have in my fire kit, I will have all that is necessary. The question is what sorts of flammables should I have in the other half of my kit? I'm gonna have ignition systems, and I have some fat wood. I changed the size of fat wood on the thought that those little slivers will not be big enough for me to get shavings off of for a ferrocerium rod or a lens. I'm not going to get the kind of shape that I want, or the kind of ignition that I want with itty bitty little shavings. And so all I did was I took my pocket knife and I turned the piece of wood around and cut into it, and then flipped it over and turned it around and did the same thing until it was thin enough that I could break it across my knee. And then I cut it down until it was small enough that it would fit into this pouch. Because once it was cut in half, I was like, yes, I have it. It will fit in my pouch. And then it didn't. And I was like, fuck. Ugh. But other than fat wood, I don't know what to put in my ignitables side of my belt pouch. And if you have any advice on that subject matter, I would be very, very grateful, because I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't know if I want to put, once again, Mini Inferno or that other stuff in this belt pouch, but I will put whatever is necessary to put in there. And that's the way that I look at it. This sheet material, as I refer to it, is an emergency basis material. I keep poking myself on this shit. You know, I can't find materials in the wild. Boom, I've got them in my belt pouch. No worries. Go into the belt pouch. And it just closes up. And I at least have fat wood. With fat wood, I can do some stuff. I have thought about carrying jute for just in case purposes, but it's not really my style to do that. I know that probably sounds fucking retarded, but it's not in my nature to use cheap materials. I'd rather find those materials in the wild and use those materials and use this for a bad day or a rainy day or however you would put that. And what I mean by a bad day is, oh shit, there I am. I'm stuck in the middle of the woods. I've lost half of my gear. I'm in a seriously wet situation. I might not be able to find the kind of materials that I need to start getting there, but I have this and they're dry. And I still need to get like a cotton bandana and fold it over these materials, or when my tin comes in, put those materials in my tin. I might have to resize them, but they'll be in there, and stuff like that. And go ahead and char materials so that I have charred materials ready. Let's go. And stuff like that. This kit is for a fucked up day type situation. Otherwise, I'm going to be carrying a 6-inch ferrocerium rod in my haversack and a 6-inch ferrocerium rod in my backpack. I'm going to be carrying alternate flint and steel materials. I'm going to be carrying alternate lenses. I'm going to be carrying alternate Bic lighters in balloons thrown in my backpack, in my haversack, and here. This is emergency basis. My haversack is primary. My backpack is tertiary. My haversack is primary. Okay, let me see if I said this correctly, because I feel like I'm tripping over my words. My haversack is primary. My backpack is secondary. This is tertiary, and that's what I'm working on. These are my most prized. I don't use these unless I don't have another choice kind of things. But anyways, that's what I got for Christmas this year. I hope you enjoyed this little video. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I know it's a little late for that, but nevertheless. And I'll see you in it about around my birthday.